Don't you move, you jumping choya, you. And don't throw anything at me either. Good morning. Well, we're down here in the big general Quartzsite area. Actually, as of today, we've left Quartzsite. But we have some scenes of what we did in Quartzsite while we were there a couple of days ago. And we had a meetup in Quartzsite and invited a bunch of people to come to the meetup, told them where we were. We expected a couple or three, maybe 5 people to show up. And boy, did we have fun. Wait till you see who came.
Kind of a nice spot. This spot here, there's a Q, U. This was most likely for the early pilots, like the early male pilots. A. R. And you know, they didn't have modern navigational beacons that they could follow. There's a T. Z. They had to follow what they could see on the ground. Sometimes if it was an airway they were following in low inclement weather, there's an S. I. People would build bonfires on the ground that were designated places to guide these pilots along their way in any kind of weather, flying open cockpit biplanes, delivering mail. There's a T, E, Quartzsite. Here's a big circle, and over here is an arrow that points to the town of Quartzsite. And after that looks like 11 here, and this is probably for mileage. Yeah, this was an old airway marker here. Sometimes they would paint the name of a town on a barn roof with an arrow pointing towards a town. Bonfires and marks on the ground. That's how the pilots navigated, the male pilots in the old days. Thought you'd like to see this. Another thing is where those bonfires used to be. A lot of the VOR stations that came in afterwards, the omnidirectional stations that was electronic navigation, are in the exact locations of where those bonfires were. Yeah, and those male pilots, a lot of them died. They didn't even have artificial horizons back then to tell them when the aircraft was right side up or upside down. And if they flew into a cloud or something, they were pretty much toast. There's no way to recover from spatial disorientation like that. It was quite a while after that where they finally got equipment like that. So I'm talking about flying in the like 1919, just after World War I, and into the early 1920s. To light up runways, they would build bonfires along the side of the runway, or they would light the runway up with the headlights from their cars. Of course, this was back before the days of radio and airplanes too. So the pilots were really in pretty bad shape. After they got radio, they did things when they could talk to the pilot. They would listen for the sound of the airplane, and they would try to give pilot directions from the ground, guiding him to the airport just going by the sound of the aircraft. Real dangerous stuff. I'm glad I wasn't flying back then. And of course, that was the days of barnstorming, where pilots after World War I, they bought some old World War I beat-up airplane and they patched it up and got it in the air, and they would fly from little town to town, and they would land in some farmer's field, and they'd put a sign out saying, "Airplane rides, $5, and it was pretty expensive even back then. That $5 was a lot of money back then, but that was the going rate. And people would come out, they'd hear about it, and they'd come out, and the pilot would take them for a ride in some old Jenny or something, or, you know, some old World War I aircraft. And they traveled all around the United States, you know, town to town, and gave rides, because flying was quite a novelty back then. And then pilots would run into each other, you know, they'd see each other, and they'd land, and they would talk to each other. And when they would part, they knew they would see each other again somewhere along the circuit, and they would say, "See you around." And that's where that comes from at the, you know, because I'm a retired pilot. And at the end of every video, when I say "see you around," it means I hope I see you, or hope I see you again. Well, hello from Quartzsite, Arizona. I know you guys hear a lot about Quartzsite right this time of year. There's thousands and thousands of people down here.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to start by telling you what Quartzsite means to us and what it's all about to us. Because people come down here, they don't know what to expect. A lot of people go away disappointed or disenchanted or whatever. But it takes a few times to learn what Quartzsite is all about. What's it mean to you, baby?
Well, Quartzsite's been doing this for many, many years, for, you know, long time. But to me, since we started coming here, Quartzsite is like an oasis in the desert. And then all the people that live and travel through or camp out in, this is where they all come at a certain time of the year. To get supplies, to meet up with friends, to make new friends, to learn how to do this lifestyle, nomadic, whether you're in an RV, a van, or trailer, or in the back of your truck, or tent. You know, this is a place where it's a community more than anything else.
We met a couple day before yesterday from Canada that's been coming down here for
37 years.
37 years. Do you remember their names, Linda?
John and Betty.
John and Betty. 37 years. And he said something that struck home with me, because this is more how it feels to me. He says after 37 years of coming down here, when they get near Quartzsite on the way down, they feel like they're coming home. And it's kind of like that. It's very comfortable because you belong here. When you camp out here, nobody tells you got to go away. Other people are here for the same reasons, just to be by themselves if they want, or to camp in a group if they want.
Yeah.
And it's very homey once you figure that out.
And you don't get judged.
True that.
You don't get judged by your neighbors or anybody.
Or by what you're driving, or by
Right.
how you're camping.
Yeah.
You don't get judged at all. And then Quartzsite itself, yeah, it's busy.
Yeah, it's a town. It's a little town.
It is right now, and then during the summer it's kind of vacated. But hey, anyhow, we're going to take you into Quartzsite today. We're going to do a little shopping, and we'll kind of show you around a little bit, all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we just stopped at the hardware because one of the first things I need to get is some lag bolts, long lag bolts, and flat washers to tie our clam shelter down, because it's supposed to get windy. Let's go see what I can find. Half-inch by 8-inch. That'll do. That's better than regular tent pegs. I'll get 5 of those. There we go. Okay, now we just need some half-inch washers. Oh, here, these will work, Linda. There we go. Yep. That'll do. All right. Well, that turned out okay. Well, it's a rainy day here in Quartzsite. This is the west end of town. There's more eating places behind us, but we're heading to the RTR. Let's go see what that's all about. Of course, prices are high here, but you can get most of what you want. Gas, groceries, hardware, do your laundry, things like that. Yesterday I uploaded a video using our Starlink, and I was able to upload at 7 megabytes per second, and I was getting downloads of about 45 megabytes per second, which is decent. Just thought I'd throw that in because some people complained about not being able to use their Starlink here, but we didn't have any trouble. Of course, right now in town, the big tent is going on, and then hundreds of smaller tents with private vendors, artists, and all kinds of things that you can imagine, just like a big swap meet garage sale. Lots of different foods. We did the big tent a couple years ago, and that was enough. I see gas here at $3.49, and that's the same price that it was in Parker, which is about 40 miles to the north of here. So actually, it's not good, but it's not any higher. I don't know where I'm going, Linda. Oh. You mean we took the right turn? Okay, there's the library on the right side. We're just going past it, and here's the RTR on the left. Now I just got to find a place to park.
Look, Rick, airplane.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you too.
Seymour Rivers?
That's right. Oh no.
Yeah, you're going to be on video.
Oh,
nice to meet you finally.
You got to get Ruby on video.
Oh, there's Ruby.
Everybody remembers her name.
Hi, Ruby. Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking for you.
Well, this is the RTR itself. It's different than it used to be. We went to a couple of the early ones where everybody camped together, but there got to be way too many people. So now you just camp out of the desert wherever you want, and then the RTR itself is just in one place. Just the classes, and they have an open house if you want people to be able to come and look at how you did your van build or your cargo trailer build or whatever you got. They have that here too. Over here in front of us is the free table. Put things down you don't want, pick up something you need. I don't think I need a toilet plunger, but there's 3 of them there.
Carry a bar of soap, you have a container of soap. There's always more stuff, but you never know what they're coming out with. Whoever brings stuff in and drop it.
It's a nice thing.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of them, if not most of them, are living permanently in their RVs or on the road. I guess over here where the grassy area is where they
That's enough. You're not thirsty.
is where they give their talks. Bob Wells was here just an hour ago, and he'll be back.
Linda.
Yep, these are free name tags. Well, that's pretty fancy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You have a great day.
Now we'll know who we are.
Hello.
Hi.
These are just a few tents here at the RTR itself. But if you go over to by the big tent and along that stretch over there by Tyson Wells, it's one tent after the other. They're all packed together. Just tons of stuff on that side. I don't know if Linda and I are going to get over there on this trip, but we've been there before and we've shot video over there, but that's busy over on that side. And everywhere you look around here, there's an e-bike because they're a lot of fun. Look at all the vans. Vans and trailers, motorhomes. This is the van section here, I guess. Just one after the other. Well, right now there was no classes going on and nobody was speaking or anything like that. We might drop back later and see what's going on. But this goes on for days here for, what, about a week, Linda?
I think so.
Well, we'd like to show you some of the folks that came to our meetup in Quartzsite. We've determined that we have the nicest and the best viewers in all of YouTube. So with that being said, here you go. You can meet some of them. You might see someone you know. Well, good morning, folks. This morning we have a new old friend. He's an old friend because he's been with us for quite a while, but this is the first time we've met face to face.
Right.
This is Rod.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, so we want to find out from Rod, why do you come to Quartzsite?
It's fairly easy. I like to come here and meet all kinds of new people. And my whole objective is to go out and help people. And whatever there is, if I can help them, I do it. That way, you know, it's just my way of giving back.
Yeah.
Life has been pretty good for me, so I might as well just pass it out.
Sharing
Yep,
it, yeah.
You know, it's kind of like as low-haul spirit.
Exactly. Yep.
You got to give it out to people.
That's right.
So, yeah.
That's right.
But that's it. That's plain and simple.
Yep. That's the true aloha spirit right here. So, Rod, how long have you been doing this?
I've been retired for 2 years now, and I've been doing it for off and on for four seasons for sure. And I built my own cargo trailer, and I just absolutely love it. Before it was only on the weekends. I was a weekend camper, but now I'm trying to decide if I really want to do this full time or not.
Yeah.
So now I'm just trying to figure out what's best for me. So
Yeah, that's
what
true.
it is.
You got to be good to yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And along the way though, be good to others.
Yeah.
So
So, this is an old new friend.
thanks, Linda.
Well, now we're here with Mike and Glee, and they're from Indiana, and they traveled out to Quartzsite. I wanted to ask them the same question. Why Quartzsite? What are you doing here?
Well, we've seen it on so many YouTubers that have been out here. Russ, you guys, Salt and Linda broke her ankle. So we were out in this area with big 66 fans. We were in Kingman, so we come down for a few days to see what it's about.
Cool.
I retired back in March. So this is our first year. Hadn't completed a full year yet, but
So this is your first time in Quartzsite?
first time in Quartzsite.
You've been here how long?
Just pulled in last night, yesterday afternoon late.
So I asked you before, I'm going to ask you again. Are you in shock with Quartzsite because it's so busy?
It's big. It's a lot of campers.
Wow.
We went in late yesterday into Quartzsite, probably about 5 o'clock. And it's obvious without a lot of lighting, everybody closes up.
Oh, yeah.
And so at 5 o'clock, they were all closing up, the tents and so forth. So we didn't see the crowd yet, but I imagine we'll see it next day or so. But the campers, there's a lot of campers.
You're going to like the tents down there, down around Tyson Wells, and where the big tent is going to be. But there is so many tents. It's like a big, huge swap meet, and a lot of artists and everything. And there's food vendors and things like that.
Well, that's the kind of stuff we enjoy. We like flea markets, and we love to stop at just a random flea market.
Cool.
As we drive through in antique malls.
He mentioned 66. He's a Route 66 buff, and that's pretty cool. And anyways, I just wanted to introduce you to Mike and Glee from Indiana. Oh, by the way, what kind of trailer you guys traveling with?
It's a Imagine travel trailer.
2600 RV.
2600 RV.
Bumper pull, right?
Yes.
And you're towing it with Silverado?
It's a max tow half ton.
All right. Well, cool. The reason I asked him is because I know you guys are wondering. All right. Hey, thanks a lot, you guys.
Thank you.
See what else is going on here in Quartzsite. Okay, thanks a lot, you guys.
Well, hello. You always catch me unawares. Anyway, this is Rod. We met Rod, how long ago?
2 years, I think.
2 years ago in Pioche, Nevada at a laundromat. And he tracked us down this time in Quartzsite. So
You can run, but you can't hide.
Right. So Rod, what brings you to Quartzsite?
I come here every year.
Every
It's just
year?
this time of year I come down usually
end of October-ish, and I'd say till about March. From here, I like to go to, sometimes I go a little farther south, like maybe around Ajo, in that area for a little while, go visit Yuma. I like to go to Los Algodones and pick up some meds because they're so much cheaper down there. It's just a place that I come, I'm a wannabe snowbird, I guess.
Yeah. So you like the Quartzsite area?
I do. It's, you know, it doesn't have a lot of stuff, but it's an interesting place. I guess it's fun. But I really enjoy going down to the tents and all the commercial activity that's down there.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing how you can go down there and find so many things you didn't know you couldn't live without.
Right. Exactly. That's why we have a small trailer.
Yeah. It does keep you from overspending.
Yes, it does. Yeah. So, what do you drive in your travels? So
I pull a cargo trailer that's similar to yours, 6x12 cargo trailer that I've converted the inside, and I pull it with a 2005 Chevy Suburban.
Yeah, I love Suburbans. We've always had Suburbans and Yukons.
Yeah, they're great. They carry a lot of cargo in the back, which really takes the load off of carrying everything in the trailer.
That's right. We know people in smaller trailers, when they get to a spot, they have to unload everything out of the trailer so that they can utilize their trailer as a camper. Yeah.
I like mine because I can stay inside all day if it's raining. I can cook inside everything.
6x12 is pretty nice. Ours is 6x10, and I can see where 6x12 would be.
Yeah, and it's a V-nose like yours. I've got windows. What I really like about mine is I've got windows on all four sides. So it feels so much bigger inside. Plus, I don't have that hearing noises outside and wondering what that was. I can just look out the window.
You can look out the window.
You're always aware of what's going on.
Yeah, yeah. Well, all right, Ron. Well, thanks for sitting down and...
Thanks for hosting a little get-together.
Well, this is Lori, and where are you from?
I live in eastern Alberta, 300 miles north of the Medicine Line, the Montana border, and right near the province of Saskatchewan. So out on the plains, parkland area of Alberta.
And how long are you down here for?
I'll be here till April.
So you staying for like your whole 6 months?
Yes.
Getting your whole 6 months?
Yes, I do.
Because you can come down for 6 months at a time, right?
Yes.
It's too bad you can't just come down and stay as long as you wanted.
It gets too hot here for Canadians in the summer.
Oh, that's right. Well, you know what we say about winter? Canada is where winter goes to spend the summer.
That's right. This is a Alberta weekend in July right now. So,
I'd like to ask you, how often have you been down here to Quartzsite?
I've visited Quartzsite each year for 6 years. I don't stay here the whole year, the whole winter.
And what makes you come to Quartzsite?
It's the warmest place in the Southwest at this time of year.
Because of the elevation.
Yeah, and meet friends. Yeah. Meet people I've met over the years and get together with them for a few days or a couple weeks or whatever. And
cool.
I carry a couple motorcycles with me and ride them around.
This is a good place to do that.
Yeah.
And Lori, what kind of outfit are you driving? What kind of RV?
I have a F-350 four-door, four-wheel drive truck with a aluminum flatbed and a vintage 1986 Bigfoot camper. And I pull a cargo trailer behind for a garage for the motorcycles.
That's right, because you got to have a place to put those.
Yeah, and
it's cool.
It's a place to sit and visit when the evenings are cold or stuff like that.
Well, thanks for coming to visit us today.
Thank you guys. I've been following your channel since you built this trailer.
You're kidding.
You started building it. Yes.
You've been with us a long time then.
Yes.
Yeah. Now the next fellow we're going to talk to owns this camper, and you might recognize it. This is once again
CTAP 1.
Yeah, CTAP 1. And you might have watched his channel on YouTube, CTAP 1. And that would be Jeff over here. Jeff, how long have you been coming down to Quartzsite?
This will be, I think, the 4th or 5th time that I meet some of the nicest people down here, much like yourself.
Well, thank you. The first time you come here, you don't know what to think of the place, but what do you think of the place?
I like it. The weather today is not a good example, but it's usually very comfortable temperature-wise. Mm-hmm. And people here are generally very friendly. They all have a common interest. We all like RVs and talking about RVs, and optimizing our solar systems and how to make things more comfortable and warmer. So it's very easy to strike up a friendship and conversation with almost anybody here.
And this is Paul.
Hey.
Paul, what brings you to Quartzsite? Because everybody actually has a different reason for being here.
I actually, back in, I think I started in 2015. I started watching videos and stuff because I've been actually living in a van. This is my 4th one, and I've actually been living in them since 2008. So started out as like a camper van, just on a weekend or whatever, and then I got laid off at a job, and I had a lot of time, so I kind of built out the one I had and traveled a bit. Then it got totaled, and so I got another one. That thing was one of those ones, it wasn't a very good fit or nothing, so I got rid of it as fast as the title cleared. Then I got rid of that one and got it was a Chevrolet, and it was kind of like a conversion van. And that's when I found out that I didn't really like those giant windows and all that, all the glitz inside. So I just kind of had that for a while and lived in it. Then I ended up with the van I got right now. But the reason, I was watching videos, and I got into van because I was interested in van builds, and I stumbled across, Bob Wells videos, the cheap RV living, and then people all associated with that. And I really got into watching those videos. And that's why
I think that's why Quartzsite is as busy as it is because of Bob Wells. Yeah.
Yeah. If you ask,
he's the reason we came down here the first time.
90% of the people that are down here, at least 90%, and they're going to mention Bob Wells. Yeah, it's just
oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool. Thanks a lot, Paul.
Yeah.
How many hillbillies qualify for the Men's Society?
How many?
Not many. One.
Oh, stop it.
One. Me.
Just a second, Bob.
Okay, my name is Jenny McKay, and
I'm Val Atkinson, and we were living in Tucson, Arizona, and we sold our house back in a year ago, and moved into our RV in June, and so now we're traveling full time in a 35-foot bumper pull toy hauler.
What are you towing it with?
We have a Ram 2500 that we're towing it with some kayaks on the roof. So.
Well, that ought to handle it. Did you say this is your first time to Quartzsite, or you've done this before?
We've traveled to Quartzsite before, and just to come up here and stay and drive around the side-by-side and explore and just to see what it was all about. And then this is our first time staying here, though. So
cool.
We've been here about almost a month now, haven't we?
Yeah, since December 15th we pulled in.
Then you must not mind it. You must like it, because we like it here. Yeah. But seriously, what do you think of Quartzsite? Why would you come here?
It's so quirky and just a fun place. We've had such a fun time going out and discovering all the different little stores, and then on our side-by-side going out up into the hills and taking our e-bikes out. It's been great.
It's an interesting mix of people because you get everybody from quasi-homeless people up to people driving, their $500,000 motorhomes. Yeah. But you meet a lot of really friendly people that
we really love the people.
They seem to connect because there seems to be that kind of I guess the common thread is that everybody likes their freedom a lot. So that tends to be a common thread that goes from everybody.
You've nailed it. That's exactly what Linda and I, quirky is a good word, and we like that. And also the common thread thing that you just mentioned, because everybody has got the same reason they're here,
Yeah, we find that to be true with a lot of people. They just really like their independence, and they don't like to be told what to do all the time. And they like to explore.
Linda's got her hand up too.
Yeah.
I never tell Linda what to do.
I don't think it would work.
Well, Val and Jen, thanks a lot, you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
Well, this is Donna. And Donna, where are you from?
I'm from Steamboat Springs, Colorado.
That's a nice place up there. And what kind of RV are you traveling with?
I'm in my Rubicon Jeep.
And you're actually sleeping in the Jeep and living out of your Jeep?
I camp out of my Jeep. I have my bed in the back, and her bed is in the back. My refrigerator's up here, and my kitchen stuff is on the back. And yeah, I do have a teepee tent, but I don't put it up all the time. She knocks it down.
How long have you been coming to Quartzsite?
This is my second time to Quartzsite, but it's my 5th time to Lake Havasu.
Cool. You must like it down here. What do you like about Quartzsite?
I like it because it's warmer than Steamboat that has 236 inches of snow already.
Oh no.
If I was in Steamboat right now, I would be huddled up and I wouldn't be seeing a soul.
That's like us. We hibernate in Montana. We really appreciate you coming out and saying hi to us, Donna. We really do.
I love your videos.
Thank you.
I had to come find you.
Thank you very much. What's your dog's name?
Angel Bear.
Yeah. And this is Richard. And Richard, where are you out of?
Champlin, Minnesota.
So you're escaping the winter too, aren't you?
I certainly am. 2nd year down here.
2nd year?
Yeah, I retired the year of the Super Crud and traveled around in my Jeep in northern Minnesota, and it was just too cramped for this whole body, so I bought a trailer. Actually, I ordered a Scamp. The factory's 120 miles from my house, and I canceled it. It would have taken over a year to build it, and they gave me too much time, and I changed my mind and bought this trailer. And
well, you did all right. I'm going to show them your trailer here in just a second.
Okay.
And so, what do you like about Quartzsite?
It's warmer. There's no snow.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yep. Well, and I like the people. I've already met people that I met here last year.
I know it's out of a million people in this valley, you still got friends that you can connect with.
And I haven't met anybody that wasn't nice, very nice,
Yeah.
having fun.
Thanks a lot, Richard. That's great. And this is Rich's outfit here. It's a 6x12, all aluminum, and he did the interior himself. It's really nice inside. He did excellent cabinet work. He's got the New Way stove over there, really nice bed, and plenty of storage in the back. Works out real well for him. Well, some of you guys, maybe all of you guys, might recognize this guy. This is Dave from Campulence Man here. Is Campulence Man, right?
The Campulence Man.
The Campulence Man.
Yes, sir.
And if you haven't watched his videos, I'll leave a link down below this. You guys have got to watch them. But you know, we don't get to see too many YouTubers or meet very many YouTubers ourselves, and it's nice to touch bases with somebody who's in the same business, so you can compare notes. And that's what we're doing today. But Dave thinks I came to see him, but I didn't. We came to see Lefty.
I don't know whether I should cry or... Everyone comes to see Lefty. I just happen to be here holding the camera.
This is Lefty. Of course, Lefty is the star of The Campulence Man.
Yes, he is. I'm just the cameraman.
That's right.
For sure.
No, Dave's a good guy here, so be sure and watch his channel and check it out. I think you'll like it. Well, this outfit here belongs to Chris, and he's kind of famous here in Quartzsite right now. This is Chris here, also known as Rocky Mountain Huckleberry Chris. But let me tell you why he's famous. He was pulling through one of the washes here, coming in earlier today, and his trailer came off the hitch. And what had happened was, he just bought this trailer a week ago, and when he bought it, he asked them, he says, "What size ball in it?" And they said 2-inch. And Chris says, "Well, that's what's on my truck. This one's 2 5/16. And the problem is you can't read it on the stamping here. It's illegible." So he didn't know. He was so lucky. You drove this down from Colorado, didn't you?
Colorado Springs.
Holy moly, are you lucky.
Oh, I know.
And that's Cheyenne down there. We've been gone for a couple hours. Cheyenne's real glad to see him. Anyways, we're getting this fixed up, getting the proper size ball on and getting him back on the road. And then there's folks that we just didn't get on video, like John and Kelly, White Noise from Belt, Montana, Jeff, who brought us pie and whipped cream. I actually got Jeff on video, but I can't find it. And Bob, who I hear has a pretty nice converted horse trailer. Mike and Donna from Ohio. Oscar and Sarah from Minnesota. And veteran Joe, the plumber. We really enjoyed seeing y'all, and we hope to see you again.